The question, what I like to ask you, or I like you ask yourself, is it important to study the Dhamma? Is it important to study the scriptures, what Buddha teaches us? Or is it not necessary? Or let us just practice, don't study at all, don't listen to any Dhamma. So, interesting question. Because studying Dhamma have advantage and also some drawbacks. We need to know them. So in Majjhima Nikāya there is a Alagaddūpama Sutta. What Majjhima Nikāya 22. It speaks about many similes. So one of the similes, what this sutta gives, it's a simile about water snake. Like, imagine water snake. First imagine the person who is seeking for water snake. For some reason or another, he need to find it. And he go and touch it. And finally, when he find a big one, big snake, he try to catch it for the tail or for the coils, or touch it on the body. And this is a question. Do this snake bite him back if he touch it if he try to catch it on the tail, for example? So the answer is yes, because the snake just turn back and just bite him in the hand or in any other part of the body. So in the same way, if a person learns the Dhamma, memorize the Dhamma, try to study the Dhamma, but don't try to investigate it, don't try to inquire it with wisdom, don't try to apply it to practice, don't find the connection between reality and the Dhamma. So for him it's a Dhamma something theoretical, just some intellectual knowledge. And he use it for argument. If he argue with someone, he want to win his argument, he want to bring down other person using some intellectual knowledge. Because it is Dhamma, maybe intellectual knowledge, because Buddha speak about all experience in a very logical way, so we can use it. But it's not a purpose for what Buddha teaches Dhamma. And in the same way, opposite, if the same person who tried to find the snake, he finds the snake and he tried to catch it by the stick near the neck. So he hold properly by the stick the snake and then do whatever he wish with the snake. So, and these snakes cannot bite him back because it just hold. In the same way, if a person properly learns the Dhamma, studies the Dhamma, and also try to investigate it in his experience, what is this? What Buddha teaches? How it's applied to my experience? How it's relevant? How I can use it to get free from suffering? So, in this person who grab the Dhamma properly. So, and for what reason Buddha gave us the Dhamma? In the same sutta, next simile, very famous simile, probably most of you already know, simile about raft. So when the person come and on his journey, he meet a big body of water, like maybe big river or lake or whatever, and he sees that this part of the river, this slope, it's very dangerous. And another slope, another bank of the river, it's safe and he need to get there. But there is no any board or any like bridge or whatever, so it's impossible to get there. So what he do, he collect any branches, woods or leaves, what is around, and make a raft. So just good enough to cross that river. He don't worry about this beauty of this raft. It's just like useful item. And he hold it and use his hand and legs to cross it. So finally he get there, and then he think, oh, this is very good raft. he was very helpful. Because of this, I achieved my goal. So, because it was very helpful, may I take it on my head or my shoulder and just go wherever I want. And Buddha asked monks in that case, do that person do whatever it's necessary to be done with this raft? So is it important for him to really take it with him and go whatever it's? And the monks answer, no, is this raft not useful anymore? Just let it be. And Buddha say yes, if a person just keep it, think, okay, it was very useful, very helpful that time, but let me keep it and just go wherever I want. So in the same way, Buddha says that we need to have an attitude towards Dhamma as a raft. What was made or was preached by the Buddha for the purpose of crossing the defilements, crossing the samsara, so to get free from suffering, but not for the purpose of grasping to it. So I find it's very beautiful simile, because it's true that to get to another shore of the river, we need to hold to this raft with one hand, and then you use another hand. But then you release, you don't need it anymore. So, and the purpose for crossing, not for grasping exactly. Because sometimes we may see that people who study Dhamma, who really know a lot of Dhamma, they may really grasp it very strongly in terms of view. This is true, everything else is wrong. I'm a Buddhist, the rest are Mithya-ditthi, the rest are going to hell, So, and because of this, the person argue. Because of this, person fight, and also he suffer. If the person meet another person who have another view, and he try to convince him, the person suffer because he hold to this raft. He don't understand that the purpose is just for crossing. He try to hold and make it maybe beautiful, arrange for the Dhamma. So again, it doesn't mean that we don't need to learn Dhamma. We need to understand what is right view, what is wrong view. We need to understand what's the practice leading us to freedom from suffering. But we need to remember that this is just raft. What was made from any available materials. So it's also have a meaning that when the Buddha preached the Dhamma, he used the terms what was available that time. So when he spoke with people who doesn't speak his language, for example, he tried to use their terms, their terminology, their similes, what they understand. When he speak with the farmers, he use a farming simile. When he speak with the Brahmins, he use more their similes. So, and also we need to remember that it's just a kind of sign. When we go to Kuala Lumpur, for example, we see the sign on the road. There is a Kuala Lumpur and 100 kilometers or whatever. But then when we reach our destination, we don't need this sign anymore. We don't carry it with me. I'm in Kuala Lumpur. So it was very useful. We were very grateful for this sign. But that's it. We reach our goal. We don't need this sign. And Buddha encouraged us to stay with Dhamma, to live, to apply our Dhamma in daily life. So, and how? How we may do it? In Dhammavihārī Sutta, Buddha speaks how to live with Dhamma, how to dwell in Dhamma. And he say if a person learns the Dhamma, memorize the Dhamma, but most of the day just spent in learning the Dhamma and neglect seclusion and don't develop his mind, don't apply himself in mental tranquility, in mental peace. So this person doesn't dwell in Dhamma. This person just learning Dhamma all the day. So same way, if person teach the Dhamma, so he all his day try to think how to make a nice Dhamma talk, then he give a regular Dhamma talk, and he all his time engage in this. So this person also don't live in Dhamma. This person just good Dhamma preacher. Yeah? And another person may do a lot of recitation. So he learns the Dhamma and then he recites it on Pali or on his language, try to memorize it, recite. So this person also doesn't dwell in Dhamma. He's just good reciter, do good recitation. And the last kind of person who think about Dhamma. So he memorizes Dhamma and think a lot of Dhamma. So it's referred to intellectual thinking. So I try to understand intellectually what it means. And if this person doesn't go to seclusion and neglect his development of mind, this person also don't dwell in Dhamma. And only the person who learns the Dhamma, who understands the Dhamma, and also don't neglect seclusion and develop tranquility of the mind. So this person really the person who dwell in Dhamma. So interesting. For me it was very interesting that even thinking about Dhamma, it's not considered as a dwelling in Dhamma. Because it's very easy to confuse it. Oh, I'm thinking about Dhamma. I try to understand Buddhist teaching. But if it's just intellectual knowledge without practice, without making mind calm, develop tranquility of the mind, peace of the mind, or calmness of the mind, without this, I may become a good, maybe scholar or good person who understands the Dhamma, but not who dwell in the Dhamma, not who really follow the Buddha's teaching. And here also interesting, who not neglect seclusion, the sutta say. What is seclusion? Sutta speak about two kinds of seclusion. The bodily seclusion, when we really go to retreats. Time after time it's good to go to retreats, be secluded from all activities, from other people, from your family members, just to be with your own and develop your mind time after time. And the second kind of seclusion, it's a mental seclusion. When the person in any daily activity tries to clean his mind from unwholesome mental state. So it's just looking in your mind and just see, is there any aversion or dosa or dislike or any strong craving, I want something, or laziness, I just sluggishness of the mind, or agitation, mind unstable, or even doubt, I'm not sure, what is this? So this is unwholesome mental state. And we need to watch them, notice them, and try to free mind from them, so clean mind of them. So this would be mental seclusion. So I wish all of us to follow Buddha's teaching, to be a Buddhist not only by name, be a Buddhist by the following teacher, and at least try our best.